Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Siyang Culture second set, the SY-02 of their Raiden Train Bot Thunderbolt Train. Model level deformation toys, ages 14 and up. I did get this Shozy store. I have a link down below where you can get yours. I remember the first one didn't come with instructions, or you had a QR coded to some place or something, whatever. But this one actually came with instructions, so it'll be a little bit better going down this route. I am looking forward to getting this done. It's been a while since the first set came out, and I don't know if it's going to be a while till the third set comes out to finish it up, but it will be a fun bot to have. I just redid my Legends shelf, and I'm thinking, what if this comes in like 2 months? But anyway, we're going to take a look at this. I did get the Shozy store, link down below where you can get yours. TH, support the reviewer. And let's take a look at these train bots coming up. Quick look at the packaging, and it looks alright. It's, I kind of feel like it's budget level packaging, not really too expensive, but then they have a brown box special behind it. But it shows you the figures on the front. Mountain Cereal in Greenland. That's strange. And then shows on the back like they're going to be the arms, and you got some photography of them out in a field. And the train tracks they come with, this one does come with train tracks. Comes with both arms, comes with the gun, all that fun stuff. And then there's a brown box special to help protect the budget box. Here they are, the package, and I do try to match their little pose up to the box. These are just like A stances with slight movements of the arm, so got that one pretty close. Now, looking at these right out of the box, they do look great. They are packaged with the guns in their hands, which I don't see that very often, but I don't have a problem with that at all, actually, to tell you the truth. So they can keep doing that if it saves a few cents. One weird thing is they don't have these panel covers folded over. I don't understand why. So we'll just do one here. Just kind of pop your finger under there to get it flipped around. It's not a big deal, and it wouldn't even have bothered me if they didn't even have the panel covers, but it's nice that they put that extra touch in there to have a panel cover. And then for whatever reason, there's like either an antenna or an extra gun up there. So I don't really know what's going on with all that. But anyhow, let's take a look at the first one here. I think they call it Seizan, or 'Tis the Season. The season, when you look at it, kind of feels like fall. Are we still technically in fall and autumn? Because it's January something's first day of winter, right? So looking from the profile from the side, a little chunky from the side, but not too bad considering, you know, the more you want to shrink this down, the more steps it would take to make that part smaller for the transformation. So I'm okay with it. From the front, he looks fantastic. From the bottom, his feet are nice and flat. We'll get into articulation in just a minute. But a pretty good looking figure overall. And so if you wanted them in bot mode, it's not a bad bot mode at all. I like how they did it. So it's a good looking bot mode. And from pretty much all angles, it looks pretty good. And then you say, well, guess what? They're almost exactly identical. Now they've changed a couple of things. No, that's even exactly the same. That looks different, but it's just the way they painted it, I think. There's a couple things, just slight differences. Yeah, this abdominal area is slightly different, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same figure. Slight retools of certain parts. Definitely the front is going to be different. Pop that up, but yeah, they still sort of transform the same, so that's a nice touch there. So the only difference you really got in these is, for the most part, the paint apps and slight remolds of some sections, which is nice. And these guys are somewhat heavily accessorized. They come with train tracks, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 train tracks, so you can get 2 really long train tracks. These must have been super cheap to manufacture. They just clip together, nice and easy. Got the gun for the combined mode, which, you know, once we get there, it's just going to go in. I'm going to put it in their hand, and it's where it's going to stay. Then we've got these, which all I really know about these, I'm sure there's other things that they do, but all I really know about them is the fact that they clip into the sides of the legs in combined mode, and right there. Let's get an articulation. The head, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's on a ball joint. It's really challenging to get it maneuvered because of these, but it's okay. Shoulders 90, 360, bicep swivel, and 90 on the elbow, so it's not double jointed, not the end of the world. Waist swivel. The backpack could get in the way of itself, but you can move all this stuff out of the way and then just claps it back in when you're done. Automatic hiding hip flap on that goes all the way out to pretty much the 90, a little short of the 90 on this side for some reason. Well, both sides, just a little short of the 90. Thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and nice articulation in the foot for the the ankle rockers there, but the tilt is not. But gives you pretty much everything you want, or at least you can match the nice A stance they have on the box. First off, how do they compare to the first set with the legs? And I've got them in combined mode. And really, I guess I should have done a video. I didn't get this all the way. That was still kind of just dangling. It just folds over one more and clips in. And that's it on my last video. But there they go in the combined mode. So combiner wise, I don't think the combiner is going to be super huge, but I guess we'll find that out in the future. The future, Bonnie? What do you mean the future? They are a little bit bigger than, say, Magic Square scale, but you could also say they're combiners, and they're combiners. They could be a little taller if you want them to be. I know that in our mind, like Devastator and all them, those limbs are just so small individually, but now they've scaled them up to be about size prime. So yeah, I'm good with scale and size. Now for the transformation, we're going to start with the hands here. Just open up this panel, which I got it started, got it rolling, so we can move quickly through this. What you want to do here is start opening up all of this stuff here and all the panels. Fold this one up and out. Same thing on the other side. And then we're going to do same thing right up here. We're going to open this front panel here. And the funny thing is, on the green one, as I was transforming the green one, I realized that these were already pushed in. So the whole bot mode, I had it pushed in, but you know, whatever. Don't know if I have enough juice in the camera to have refilmed all that. So I just rolled with it. We're going to push this up to here. Covers his face. And yeah, that is what it is. And then we're going to open up these panels here. Keep opening this dude up. And then this got other smaller panels that open up. Now when you get to this point, you can tab these in, because this is all just going to be side filler, gap filler. Get that working, and then you're gonna come right around here to the back, and this stuff's gonna flip around and make the front of it, the front and top. Anyway, we're not there completely just yet. The hand, it's nice that they incorporate the hand. That's gonna fold down into there, and then we're gonna fold out this wheel. I'm going to flip it around, and then it's going to tab in to right there. And then we're going to tuck it inside like so as we kind of go. Let's take care of these arms. Oh, let's get this other side ready to go. And then we're going to take care of the arms. Then with the arms, they are, you're going to have to fold this whole section of the body down to create a cavity for the shoulders to fold into. And the shoulders are going to fold in, and then fold these around to where there's a tab on the bottom that is going to go and meet into this. But you want to get the other shoulder in. To where the shoulder part is going up, and then you're folding the elbow over to get into this good groove there. And then you wanted, the tab should line up with this slot to get a nice perfect 90. degree angle there. And then all of this is going to tab, 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 tastically in. And I mean, it's pretty simple transformation. This is going to come up to the top. This is going to fold over when you're done. Well, I guess you could do it now, but you need to flip the waist. And in the waist flipping, we have to start on the legs, which they basically, the short form is they combine our oars in. The long form is you got to do a few things on the way. Not a lot, though. Open this up. Fold this down to reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Open up these panels that we folded for the rear to be kind of rear gap fillers, which that's nice that they did that. Then this is going to, as they say, combine our oars, collapse in. Get a good look at what's going on with that. And then this is going to close, but let's keep this top piece. That's tricky though. Like you got to get this under that, and so the top piece should go last. Now this is going to tab in from, you have to fold this piece underneath that tab. And then when this other piece comes down, it tabs into the top there. But we're going to wait on that until we're done. Then we close this up in the back, and then this will rotate. And you want to rotate it to where the tab is going to go into the top of it. Like so. So we have the wheels there. We do the same thing on the other side, and it's relatively simple. I don't have to do like... what's the famous phrases? It's like the next verse same as the first, and then there's repeat the same process. What's the same process? Repeat the same process. Get that tab on the inside there. There's some great phrases out there. We do need to, like I said with the first one, we still need to have this opened up. Fold this out. And then once it closes up, fold it the direction the tab is to the top. And then get that tabbed into that. Now when this comes down, it has, this tab on this piece has to go underneath those. So just a little of wiggling. Maybe you can disconnect them for a second, then reconnect them to get that back in. And I think we're there. During editing, I noticed, and I've got this thing in R mode now, but I'm just going to slightly take it back to show this, that panel cover needs to be in place, and I didn't do it on either one. And while I'm looking at in editing, I'm thinking, that is just so obvious. And I see why viewers are like, duh, that's obvious, Mike, when you're sitting watching it, but when you're in the, in the mix doing it, it's not as obvious. And so now it's very obvious, because there's even a slot right there to accept the wheels. And I don't know how I missed that, because this seems like such a easy, very, very easy. I don't know how I missed that. Anyway, now I can at least show it, even though the rest of this is not going to have that in it. It is what it is, and it'll look better. This thing's in R mode. It'll go back to R mode in a minute. We're there. All right, we are there for the transformation to trainbot mode, and let's flip this around so you kind of see all the different angles. They look really good, very convincing trains. I mean, they take themselves very serious for train making, I guess, in these parts, but and they really go all out on the track. So yeah, that's even way longer than what Fans Toys gave us with a train track for their Astro Train Thomas. But overall, they both look a little bit different. So they've done a few different things. Let's just look at this one. The one major difference is this up here, but then of course the paint scheme, how they painted it, how it looks like they redid this whole front section. And the rear is about the same. The rear, this part here is smooth and flat, but a nice looking train overall. And then it is interesting how like this piece and this piece, those are exactly the same, and this is similar, but they changed up what looked like feet. They changed up this part, and then of course the front's different. Yet the same, because it has the same transformation, so there's all that. But great looking. There's a little bit of play in these wheels too, so you could get them to sit exactly how you want them on this track, which I thought the play in the wheels was a little off because just rolling it freely, it doesn't really roll on the track so much. But I guess if you played with the play in the wheels, that might work. I believe the track is purely 100% for display, not for play. And there we go. For comparison, we've got Magic Square. I believe that's New Age Magic Square, New Age Magic Square. Just to get an idea, I mean, the trains should be bigger than all of these. So this is kind of a big one here. But I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. I would not want these a centimeter bigger. Let's get this guy into arm mode. And a couple things you want to do. You want to split the legs. Just going to deconstruct half of this thing. Pop this up. These are going to come down. And then this is just going to go back up here. Like that. Then we're going to pop this piece here up. Disconnect all of these. And you are going to have this disconnected so that we can get the arm mode. Let's get these out of the way here. One of the things we're going to have to do is to flip around this hand, and it's going to come around to here all the way, and then it's going to fold back. There's a joint right there, and it's pretty tight, which it's kind of got to be, I guess, if you think about it from that standpoint. Then we are going to tab all this stuff back in right here to make it look good. And then fold this. The wheel just going to fold in. Instead of being wheels, it's going to just fold in like this. So that's kind of why those are so floppy. In my opinion, they're kind of floppy in train mode, and it's a trade-off in a way. And I think we have to do these from the back side to get that. So I didn't get that one in right on this side either, from the back side. It's strange. I don't really understand, because looking at it, it doesn't look like you'd have to do that. And then our next job here, we need to get these tucked back into the feet. So just going to fold them around and tuck them back in the feet. Nope, folded them around the wrong way. Fold them around the other way. Is it wheels to the bottom? Yeah, wheels to the bottom. Wheels to the bottom. And as you can see, there's a notch right here for you to fold that into. And then we tab this back up. And then we fold this down. This just doesn't feel right, but I think that's what we're supposed to do. Flip that around. There we go. Put it with the other one. I think we're done. Take a look at these arms. First of all, I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. Two different color hands. That's strange. Maybe that's just the way it is in the original, or in the lore and all that kind of stuff. But nice looking arms. The truth is, I never really liked the aesthetic of Raiden, but I will admit that this set looked good and clean and smooth, and I'm not going to spend 800 or 8,000 or whatever it is on a G1, so this will be my only Raiden in my collection, and very worthwhile. And I would say if you're going to have your only in your collection to be something like a one-off, this would work with your G1 collection. This will work because of size and scale. It will work with your Legends collection, and if you're a Masterpiece collector and you just got it on a one-off on its own shelf, anyway, you've got some articulation right there and side to side. It feels solid. No ratchets, but of course it's Legends. Legends does do ratchets very often, if ever. So really not a whole lot to it. The fingers are individually articulated, and and this is all in one. I don't know how the rest of it's going to be, if we're going to have anything else in the rest of them. I'm pretty sure it'll still be all in one. I just never saw that point. And then it's all in one, and here's the gun, and they're doing a really good job on the set so far. So I guess we'll get into comparisons. I think this is all I'm going to do for comparisons right now. So I'm going to wrap this up. But this is a good set. I think that if you're a vintage collector, a mainline collector, or if you just like Raiden, or if you're like, hey, this is the only set I'm ever going to get, because that's what I don't think I'm ever going to get another Raiden. I mean, that Moon Studio one looks nice, but there we go. From the back, these might even fold in. I wonder if those fold in. But it's still a good looking set, and I'm happy that I'm in on it. I just want to get it finished up so I can put it on my shelf and display it. And proudly. But I did get this at Shozy Store. I have a link down below where you can get yours too. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like and subscribe. And tell me I'm hanging around. I'm going to go spend some time with my son on this wonderful Christmas vacation.
I see that you're sitting in the base, but what have you guys done? What was that? Oh, did you hear what I just said?
Don't forget, our mission is to patrol the whole area.
Hang on. Commander, can you let us take care of it this time? You keep out of this. Hey, what are the Autobots doing here? Come on, let's go and stop them right now. Hey, stop that!